Hey, what's going on, guys? Good morning. Welcome to episode number 8 of MLB 22 to so. Even though it's been like a couple weekends since ever giving you guys a new episode of baseball. Since then, I haven't had the time to pretty much get anything on the structure. I am the awesome creator, the most popular name of all time, Zach Dawson. If you want to catch more MLB 22 guys every Saturday and Sundays, you're welcome to hit that like button, support button, and comment. Love, support, and respect is always the key, guys. Stay positive and loyal, and analysis power. Will we meet new creators, new friends one by one? Anytime we manage to meet new friends, new creators. As long as we know what we're doing by meeting new friends, new community members, guys, one by one. If you're only live streaming on YouTube for the most part. Keeping yourselves motivated, keeping yourselves more accurate, more personal, and, love doing what you like doing. That's being part of one huge group, one awesome community, and anything else, so on and so forth. And that's all we gotta do. But anytime we manage to meet new friends, new creators, guys, one by one, all we gotta do is serve people out, tweet people out on Twitter, and also friend requests on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit, and so much more. You guys already understand my highest mods is 348. And now that I think about it, guys, it's actually 347, if I'm right. I would have to double check, but not very many. But as long as it's always worthwhile, it's not too bad. But if you guys have an account on Twitter to kick off a Sunday morning, today's date is August 21st, 2022. As you guys can see, it's pretty much raining and thundering pretty much in the background here today, so it's pretty much been going off and on, but not too bad. But if you guys have an account on Twitter, my name on Twitter is Zach Dawson, your awesome creator. A24, you guys already understand, I've been on Twitter for 4 years. My numbers are 824-656-000. I've been on Twitter, guys, for 4 years, YouTube 6 years, and my love and I, 1883. I was going to come down to see my pun pretty much from yesterday, but, obviously, guys, it would have been nice, but, can't complain otherwise, but I know there's pretty much a couple things that are going on today, as far as I know, but we'll get to that in just a little bit. That's all we gotta do. Is to meet new friends, new creators one by one. Hello. That's the important thing. All you guys gotta do is tell me, all you guys gotta do is tell me your first and last name, your numbers, and how long you guys been active on Twitter, and so much more. All you gotta do is tell me your first and last name, your numbers, and how long you've been active the same way. So that way we can meet new friends, follow, friend requests, and tweet. Pretty much tweet and share. Well, thank you, Vadina, for coming in. How are you? Make a love shout out. Welcome back to the community. And so much more. But if you guys have an account on Steam, any sports music, RPGs, action adventures, shooting puzzles, indie games, racing, any puzzles, any co-op games, you're playing with close friends, close community members on YouTube, but only on YouTube for the most part. Anything else that's more traditional, majestic, pretty much entertaining. You're welcome to play any games you want. My name on Steam is Zach Dawson 93. But if you guys like playing any co-op games, like Call of Duty, Fall Guys, Minecraft, or anything that's more to have good opportunities to play any games you want, and as long as you guys can do anything you're looking to do. Any games you want to play, they're pretty much right there in a handful. Morning Cookie, make a love shout out, how are you? But I will go ahead and give you guys a YouTube poll. With now Soul. Okay, what's the name of that review? Okay, there we go. Well, good morning, Cookie. How you doing? Being a good standard review. What score do you think? No, I don't want to think. There we go. It's only coming out of Peter Pan, or pretty much coming out of Hook. But other than that, the name is Zach Dawson 93 on Steam. If you guys have an account on Instagram, I got Kevin on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But pretty much also on Reddit too. You think is better for sure. That's remember, guys. Love, support, and respect is always the key. Stay positive and loyal, and analysis power. And that's how exactly we make new creators, new friends as good as we can. Only if you're live streaming on YouTube. And also, guys, Zach Dawson is an awesome popular name from 1912 to 2022. So it's not going to be a problem to adjust it or take anything right in. So check out Kevin. It's been on YouTube for 5 years. TubeAttack for 2 years. And if you guys want more likes, support, comments, views, support, pretty much watch hours. Like I said, you guys can check out Kevin on Mondays. Very nice guy. He's awesome. I love this guy too. Very supportive, talented, and so much more too. Pretty much have anything more suitable, not exhausting, but more to, see where we're at. Also, guys, remember, never give up, never surrender, and stay focused, keep your head up, and stay much more motivated. Well, guys, Kevin's Friday through Mondays, running an awesome creator too. He's a very nice guy. Friday, almost 24/7, and so these adventures Monday through Saturdays. Well, guys, in this one awesome community that we created since day one, in my 6 years on YouTube, 4 years on Twitter, and my love and I, 1883. My watch hours today on, let me tell you guys something about one of my watch hours really fast. Right now, guys, my phone is at 23 something. Since I dropped a little bit of a super chat towards Vivian this week, pretty much yesterday. So I am at, first off, guys, on my phone, 2326. And my PC, it's getting much more closer than you think. 3,619. So that's amazing. The most very important thing, guys, in one awesome community, one huge group on YouTube. For me, guys, the awesome creator, the most popular name, Zach Dawson, from Titanic. As we watch videos in full, like, support, comment. You guys can share me out, tweet me out on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit. You're welcome to vote Land at 38 and the Greatest Showman at 14. Alright, guys, before we go more further, today is Game 2 of a 4-game series at Nationals Park. It is the Mets at the Nationals. Both teams come in with a record of 3-3. The Mets won the first one 4-1. But in Game 2 today, the starting pitchers for both teams, Chris Bassett for the Mets, guys, for 3-3. As I'm normally managing the Mets for the most part. Yeah. And then you have for the Nationals, they're also 3-3. Their starting pitcher is Pablo Espino. Now, in the words of Utah Mike, formerly known as Sports Time Machine, let's do this. Morning, Gaines, make a love shout out. How are you? Good morning. So yeah, guys, the starting pitcher for the Mets is going to be Chris Bassett. So far on the MLB 22 replay, he's 0-1 with a 3.18 around average. But yeah, guys, as far as my stats go, in my 6 years on YouTube, my highest likes is 374. Let me say it again. Highest likes 374. Views 1313 and mods 348. I think it's 347 or 348 somewhere. But that's a good way to do it exactly. So, new friends and community members one by one. Take our time and not rushing in or rushing out for it. But here's the starting lineup, guys, for the Mets. Leading off first will be Starling Marte at center. Luis Guillorme at DH. Peter Alonso at first. J.D. Davis at third. Zach McKinnon at second. Marcaja at left, Francisco Lindor, guys, at short, Brandon Nimmo at right, and James McCann as our catcher. And also, guys, every 19 to 20 minutes, a handful of ISN news brought into one hits community and one awesome group from your favorite awesome popular creator.
And welcome into
now as far as what's going on today, well,
an NL East matchup. It's the New York
well, once again, guys, my
Mets
son has to work this morning, and basically, so he gets sick and tired of Cruz being up every morning. And I'm always up every 5:30.
First pitch coming your way next.
But the good thing is, I'm pretty much I'm gonna begin something to negotiate tomorrow as I'm looking for job searching. Because I don't think I've closed yet, kids. At this point. But I did tell some of you guys yesterday what happened past Thursday or Friday. Starting pitcher, guys, for the Nationals is number 30, Pablo Espino. And here comes Starling Marte, guys, leading off for the Mets. On the replay, he's batting 95, a home run and 1 run driven in. As it's game 2 at Washington and Nationals Park. And let's do this. So yeah, I mean, it's a good thing I'm looking for a new job just to make sure I'm. Now the main question is, why I still have GameStop going, my phone bill's going, pretty much the exciting stuff going, and pretty much I will. For the most part, guys, yes. Right now, guys, I'm ahead by 4 months on my phone bill till December 20th. And that's exactly 5 days before Christmas time comes in. GameStop most likely. So I'm going to be holding on to them because the only pre-orders that are in the stock is he strikes them out, and that's 1 out of the inning. Nice strikeout by Espino. So guys, Espino is the starting pitcher for the Nationals today. This is game 2 at Nationals Park. Mets won the first one 4-1. Tigers beat the White Sox today, guys, 3-1. Next batter, guys, is Luis Guillorme. And that's going to be a foul behind home plate. Guillorme, guys, number 13 for the Mets today. He's batting .346, no homers, 2 RBIs driven in. He'll be facing Pablo on the mound. Espino, that is. Sets the target. That's going to be a ball and a strike.
That's where you want it. It's a good
1 ball and 1 steal, right, guys? Coming up from this community. So the plan going forward today, well, actually that's going to be a foul ball to left field.
Around first,
and then it's dropped right in for a base hit. Throws to second, and the Mets start off with a leadoff double. Second double for Luis Guillorme, guys. Good way to start. Good way to start if you're pretty much having a good batting average. If you're batting .346, .350, pretty much somewhere in the 300s somewhere. It's not too bad. But nice work by Guillorme. Gets his first base hit of the game, perhaps.
Here's Pete Alonso.
Now here comes a man, guys, who pretty much has 2 home runs. And this man, guys, first baseman Pete Alonso. He's pretty much a good batter. So far at the moment, he's batting .300, guys. First baseman Pete Alonso, 300 average, 2 homers, 4 runs driven in. So we're facing Pablo Espino, running on at second with 1 out. So the plan going forward today, guys, my plan is off at 4:30, so he goes into work between 8 to 4:30 this morning. But, and for the most part, you know, Bo and I were talking a little bit yesterday, you know, thinking I would have came over after 10 days, and usually Ho and I do not like extending it. So I'm thinking, you know, I mean, she wants me to go down to that one banquet tonight, and I'm like, well, there's really not much going on. I'm like, the only way I'll come over is it's like, I mean, if I do, I would have to get a job first, and then pretty much have my love and I get ourselves activated when we get married. When I go through physical engagement, I'm like, I have to get that out of the way first. But and to be honest, I mean, I could still come over and see how he's doing. I mean, that's still the important thing.
Here's the
So
Mets lineup now.
that's what I told her
This
when I
is a
were talking it
veteran-led
out
lineup
yesterday.
right here. A lot of players
And my phone
with
was not even
plenty of
feeling well
experience,
after.
Siggy.
I mean,
Yeah,
she was
no
feeling a
doubt
little
about
bit
that, Boog.
okay.
These guys have been
Maybe a
around
bit more
the game
after.
for a long time, and they may
So
not have the
basically,
flash that
she
they
told me
once did,
her
but they've got
the last of her blood
wisdom
sugar
to be
from
able to
last night.
understand
Apparently, guys, she
different
was down
situations,
to.
be able to
I mean, she was
think
up
with
to
the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent.
pretty much not
And
bad
you
of a
always seem
majority.
to see a team
But
like this.
apparently,
They come to the
her sugar
ballpark,
was up
they
in the
know how to get
400s.
down to business,
Pretty much
and
guys
they
in the
understand what the
420s,
job is at hand.
410s.
J.D.
But
Davis stands in now and lets that one
so
go for a
I told her, I
strike.
said, "Can you have some water for me? No message back or anything."
The 0-1.
But I just think, guys, having water
And
is
that's
a
outside.
good way to keep the liquid going, get the movement going, to make sure you're not having too much between
Ball to
whatever you're
strike.
having inside of a restaurant,
Got the bat going
inside
too
of
soon. It's
an
strike
apartment you
two.
live in, or
Well,
anything
sitting on
in
a
the United
fastball
States.
right there, it just
As long as
ended
you
up out
have
in front of the slider.
plenty of
Hey,
water.
you can't fault him
Well, guys,
for
on the
his
1-2
commitment.
by
Now
Pablo.
he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And leading off
Next
next for the
offer
Mets, guys, will be
misses,
J.D.
and it's
Davis.
2-2.
He's batting .250. He'll be facing Pablo Espino.
Runner leads
Only
away
had
at
2 balls and
second.
2 strikes.
And a
And
swing
he'll
and a miss.
he'll
that'll
strike
do it.
out Davis. Davis, guys, gets a swing and a
Mets
miss.
strand one.
But the Mets get
Now it'll be
a double
Washington's
to bring
turn.
in.
It's a scoreless ball game.
All right,
You're
guys.
dialed into the
One
show.
double for the Mets. We go to bottom of the first inning. Game 2 at Nationals Park. And no score. Here come the Nationals.
Bottom of the first. And
All right,
today's
guys, making the
starter,
second
Chris
start of the
Bassett.
season for the Mets. Number 40, Chris Bassett. Looks like, guys, making a second start. His first start, he had a loss.
We'll see if he can do it again.
He has an earned
Bottom
average
the
of
first,
318.
and now up for Washington.
And a bonus
Alcides
Escobar, guys, will
Escobar.
lead off for the Nationals from Nationals Park. He's batting .340.
And
He sets
here
the
it
target, guys, Bassett from the first pitch.
Line
And that's going to
drive,
be
takes it in
line
for the out.
drive to right field, guys, and he makes the catch for the Mets
As
defense, and
we
that's
take
the
a look
first down
at
of the
the
inning.
Nationals lineup. The challenge for him
That's the
today,
best way
Siggy,
you guys want to start.
elevating the baseball
You know,
against
get a
this
line
sinker
start
baller that's on the
to
mound.
a defense team
but it
for
also
baseball.
might affect the way they
And you
approach
and
base
you guys
running in
pretty
this
much
one,
get it
Boog.
as a
You get
line
runner on
start.
first, you anticipate
Nice
trajectory down,
work,
and when
nice
the ball's
work.
in the dirt with a
And here,
good
next batter, guys,
secondary
is
lead, you
Josh
break for
Bell. He's
second.
batting
So whether it's a stolen
.458
base
today,
or
guys.
not, you stay out of the double play, get that runner in a
How do I
scoring
pronounce
position,
it for the
and
time
that
being?
can help you put more runs on the board.
And same spot, guys, with ground ball to right
dirt.
from second.
Toss
McNeil
to
grabs it, throws
Alonso.
to first in
2 up,
time,
2 down.
and that's 2 away. 2 quick outs to start off for the Nationals. Well, the Mets already gave up one
Two outs, bases empty.
double right now.
And now it's Juan
And here's the
Soto.
man, guys, that's
He's
kind of
sitting
struggling a
on
little bit,
99
but not too
career
many.
homers.
Little
We'll
under
see if
average,
this
and that's
is the
Juan
moment
Soto.
to notch number 100.
Soto, guys, is batting .211. 1
First
homer and
pitch,
2 runs
not
driven in.
close.
Juan Soto is a really good batter. Pretty much hitting left, right, or more importantly, guys, hitting right.
Absolutely
Right at
a
this point.
monster at
Sets
the
the
plate.
target.
This guy's
Here's
pretty
the
special.
pitch. That's going to be foul on a sinker. So the thing about the banquet, guys, I mean, maybe I would go after she gets off work tonight, but I mean, you guys understand? If I do go with my pudding, I mean, it's going to be going on between 5 to 8 o'clock tonight, and
Next pitch is outside. The
my family and I are
count
going to be
now
doing
2-2.
some job searching for me, and pretty much Neil Quinn Bell and I
And a
did
swing and a miss.
a little bit of
And that's
discussing before I go
Nationals
back to where I was
quietly.
at,
We played
pretty
an
much at the
inning,
house of the
no
apartment,
score.
and she's maybe recommending a job into my status. I'm like, she told me, have I thought
Back
about
in
working at
Washington,
Goodwill?
D.C.
Goodwill
All
in
set for the
between.
start
I'm
of the
like,
inning.
well,
Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McKinnon.
she told me if I were to work at Goodwill, guys, it would be great. Apparently, from what I've heard,
Back
she's
to work.
recently
There's
been
a
working
strike.
at Goodwill for 5 years. I mean, and normally matches the same pace as Walmart has after my 5 years in total. And I'm thinking about it maybe, but you never know. But I have to schedule a job search
And a
kind of
pitch.
thing. So I'm gonna get that one going with
Daryl
my
Parker
family guys
assigned to
tomorrow,
umpiring duty
and
behind home plate.
And
pretty much
with
enjoy the
DP,
weekend
it's
for
sort of
now
a coin
with you
flip on those
guys,
borderline
the love of my
corner
life,
pitches.
and
Doesn't really
also
favor one side of the plate
anything
more than
else
the
we
other.
can really
Sometimes
do.
you'll get a little extra the plate. And
My guy
sometimes
Zach
you
McNeil
won't.
is leading
It
off for the
does
Mets.
seem like he evens it out
Batting
over the course of the
158.
game,
Only
though.
still at 2 strikes by Pablo. And that's going to be a
Ground
ground
ball
ball
right
to
side.
second. Picks it up in time, throws the first to 19. That's the first out of the inning. No strikeout for him, though. But that is the first out. Hernandez makes a nice play.
Here's Mckinnon.
It's a nice defense rotation. Well, guys, speaking of rotation, we got news to talk about this morning. Today's date, on a Sunday. It's August 21st, 2022. Next batter, guys, is Mckinnon. He's batting .227. Gets a strike on a circle change.
Second inning here, no score.
But yeah, I don't see why not. As long as we keep it under control and much more to manifest at this point. Mckinnon, guys, looking at 2 strikes already after missing an opportunity by Esposito. And a swing and a miss, guys. Out number 2 for the Mets. Pablo strikes him out. Pretty much what I had a better performance by against Esposito. Here comes Francisco Lindor, guys. He does have a home run in his arsenal. He's batting .211. Oh, check this out, guys. Lindor, .211, 1 homer, 2 RBIs driven in. Remember, guys, love, support, and respect is the key. Stay positive and loyal, and now it's just power. Well, we meet new community members, new friends, guys, one by one. And anytime we manage to meet new friends, new creators, if you're only live streaming one app only, or maybe just like one at a time, for the most part, all we gotta do, all we need to do, almost a hit by pitch from Pablo to Lindor, guys. But it is 1-2 for Francisco Lindor right now, so you don't have anything better than that. Anything back and forth, maybe like front work. And that's a strikeout too. Esposito makes short work of the Mets, guys. He's on the mound for the Nationals. Alright, guys. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're going to bottom of the second inning. Game 2 at Nationals Park. No score. Let's look at the fans. Anytime we manage to meet new friends or creators, guys, one by one, all we gotta do is share people out, tweet people out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit, and so much more. Leading off for the Nationals, guys, will be Nelson Cruz from the Texas Rangers. Cruz on the replay. He's batting .217, no homers, 3 runs driven in. Nelson Cruz knows how to hit very well. When it comes to playing any baseball team he recently played for. That sets the target. And that's going to be a fly ball to left field. And left field, guys, is Mckinnon. Makes it up to him, makes the catch, and that's the first out of the inning. If you guys have an account on Twitter today, if you're looking to follow, say a tweet, friend request, and pretty much sell somebody out and tweet somebody out on Twitter. Pretty much only live streaming on Twitter, on YouTube. Guys, we're one awesome group, one awesome community, and have 348 mods. Now that I think about it, guys, 348 mods and our supporters in my 6 years on YouTube. My name on Twitter is Zach Dawson, 824-656-00. I've been on Twitter, guys, for 4 years. YouTube 6 years. YouTube 6 years. And my love and I, 1883. 17 days away, guys, until we reach 1900. That's coming up, I think, after this week and next week. So that's going to be exciting.
The wind of the pitch.
My love and I are still trying to get something going. Down ball to first, Peter Alonso, first baseman's there. Simpson to the bag, and that's the second out. So the Mets will get that's the same thing what the Nationals did. Get 3 quick outs, and maybe get something awesome and normal, and making everything go around and take place. Here comes Franco, guys. Franco right now. Today on the replay, on the weekends, he's batting .350, guys. 2 homers and 7 runs driven in. He knows how to rock and roll too. But all you guys got to do is tell me your first and last name, your numbers, and how long you've been active on Twitter. But all we got to do, guys, is share, tweet, follow, friend request, and do anything we're looking to do. As long as we do good things the awesome way, the correct way, and doing much more anything in hand. And so much more. Below long, good morning, brother. How you doing? Making a lot of shout out. Almost a strikeout by a percent, guys. But apparently Franco's selling at 1 and 2.
Righty to
That's
the
the target. The set on the 1-2. And that's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will
Franco,
not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count.
Franco,
He's
we're gonna get a
go
good,
to something else
we're
to
gonna
get him
get
out.
a good solid hit on 2-2 by Set. Set sets the target, and that's gonna be also well, guys. That's gonna be fly ball center field. So Marte is there, makes the catch, and that'll be it. Alright, guys. So far, Mets have the only hit in Game 2 in Nationals Park. We're gonna top of the 3rd inning, guys. Mets nothing, Nationals nothing. It is Game 2 of a 4-game series, guys. Game 2 at Nationals Park.
Welcome back. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
We got, guys, we have an account on Steam. My name on Steam is ZachDawson93. If you guys like playing any possible Zenries, between one or two different ways. If you're only using your credit card to start the first 2 games you can buy, see what you guys think of the gameplay, graphics, comparisons. If you're only playing on PC, which is nevertheless but exciting. Mike Grayson. More to take, expression, relax, pretty much enjoy your mood, enjoy yourself, playing with some community members on YouTube, through Steam. Anything else is more exciting. Which is not too bad. Well, my name on Steam, guys, is ZachDawson93. Any sports, music, RPGs, guys. Action adventures, shooting puzzles, co-op games like Call of Duty, Minecraft, Fall Guys. And that's going to be a fireball to left field. Gets under it, makes the catch to left field, and that's the first out of the inning. First out in play. But yeah, if you guys know any close friends on Steam, now if you guys want to friend request to me, telling you guys what games you're looking to play. My top 2 Zenries, like I said earlier, pretty much for the majority, most part of it, is RPGs and sports. I've been doing RPGs like Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, Assassin's Creed. Love Assassin's Creed in total. Any classic games. And I mean, I've been doing pop up the foul territory. There makes the catch, and James McKinnon, guys, the Mets catcher, is not happy. Brewers beat the Cubs, guys, in Chicago, 8-1. Even though it hasn't been frustrating, some good, solid hits as we speak. Pretty much any moment in time. We have, guys, the name is ZachDawson93 on Steam. We have an account on Instagram. Let's remember, guys, Zach Dawson is an awesome creative name. And that's me. From 1912 to 2022 from Titanic. Love, support, and respect is the key. Stay positive and loyal. And as always, guys, knowledge is power. That's exactly what you guys will find from me. I love you guys so much. You guys are awesome, loving, caring, and supportive. And much more to comprehend. And that's going to be a strikeout from Marte, guys. And the Mets, and their top of the 3rd is gone too.
And the Mets go down 1-2-3.
So the only thing for the Mets, guys, they only had 1 double so far. But it's so the beginning of Game 2 at Nationals Park. Right now, guys, bottom of the 3rd inning, Game 2 at Nationals Park, no score.
And welcome back.
And leading off next for the Nationals, guys, it's a 7th batter. Taking on Chris Percent on the mound, and that's Lance Thomas. 273, 1 home driven in, guys, and 4 RBIs. But if you guys want more likes, support, comments, views, and support, I have Kevin on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit, and also on Twitter. Now, Kevin's been around with us on YouTube for 5 years. Two years for TubeChat. So you guys can check out Kevin Friday through Mondays. Running Egg is an awesome creator too. Now the best stands for Running Egg, best stands for him, formerly known as YouTube Studio Huddle, or Humble at this point. What's funny, it did come into the staff for the last couple of days, as Bassett strikes out Thomas. And nice job by Bassett, strikes him out, and that's the first out of the inning, guys, at the bottom of the 3rd inning. Even though there's no score between both teams, and Game 2 in Nationals Park. At least for now, guys. At least for now. Especially if something else comes up. Here comes Kelvin Ruiz. We're going to start things off against Bassett. Ruiz is batting 143, guys. 143 for Ruiz. OPS of 393. No homers, 2 runs driven in. Well, yeah, guys, let me try to pronounce it once again. If you guys want more likes, support, views, comments, support, anything else to organize, you can sell more popularity and pretty much more develop. You guys can check out Kevin, guys, Friday through Mondays, running at almost 24/7, and Sony's Adventures, Monday through Saturdays. Well, guys, in this community, love, support, and respect is the key. Stay positive and loyal, and now's its power. I already told you guys my watch hours. I don't need to repeat them right now, but
Really good take.
the most very important thing. That's one awesome community out of 347 mods and our supporters. And swing and a miss, guys. Percent gives the Nationals back-to-back strikeouts. And right now it's 2 away. Percent makes short work. That's nice work by a Percent. Gives up 3 sinkers. But he does give him circulation for a strikeout. Here comes Cesar Hernandez, guys. Maybe looking for a bunt. Usually pitchers would only bunt. Sometimes batters. To try to get a run in and also get a base runner intact. But the most very important thing, guys, is one awesome group towards one awesome community. Having more likes, support, comments, views, and support. The most very important thing is we watch videos in full. You got some like, support, comment in full. You got some share me out, tweet me out, guys. Zach Dawson on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit. Pop up to right, guys. McKinnon is there from second, and he makes the catch, and the side is retired.
3 down for Washington, and we're still 9
Alright, guys.
at 0.
Game 2 at Nationals Park. 3 innings of play. We go to top of the 4th. Mets nothing, Nationals nothing. Time for any of these teams to start rolling around. Both teams coming to a record, guys, of 3-3. We guys can also vote, guys. Atlanta 38, Greta Solomon at 14. You guys want shout-outs? Bring it in. Type it in. So we can sell you out, tweet you out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit, and as much as we can get them. Well, guys, enough chit-chat. We got news to talk about this morning. No, when it comes to IZ News, when it comes to the mornings, we don't usually get a lot of it. Especially some, maybe like a little bit, but not too many. Remember, guys, a handful of IZ News every 19 to 20 minutes. Running towards one community, one awesome group. It's going to be a fireball right field, guys. Makes the catch to right field. And that's the first out of the inning. That's solved by the Nationals defense.
And now it's the polar
Makes hard work of the battle for the Mets.
He's not going to
get first baseman, guys, Pete Alonso. He popped out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. He will once again, guys, reunite with Pablo Espino. Pablo sets the target, and that's going to be a strike on the curve. Alonso, we're going to get better than nothing on Pablo. I mean, he saw 2 home runs, I think, for the past couple weekends, if we can remember.
Here comes a pitch.
Spino sets the target, and Alonso is not feeling much of the hype. He's not feeling too happy after his first 2 attempts. Alright, guys, let's see what kind of news we have for you today.
Kicks and fires.
Today's date is, like I said, today's date is August 21st, guys. August 21st on a Sunday morning, 2022. So, let's run them all down for you. So, for the most part, swing and a miss, guys. Pablo strikes out Alonso, and that's 2 outs already for the Mets. Now what the Mets were looking for. After winning Game 1, 4-1. Apparently. So, like, guys, first and foremost, Al, got something coming out of the blanket, but I'll be alright. Well, guys, let's see what we have for you today. IZ News on a Sunday morning from the awesome popular creator, and that's me, Zach Dawson. So, 5 days ago from this week, pretty much from almost last week today, I'm going to check out the survival thriller. Again, a movie called Beast. As Elmer, guys, reflects on the symbolism on this new survival thriller. So you guys can check him out in action. It's only a 3.5 minute video. 3 minutes and 30 seconds for so. I know that guys, Endovis Oba is coming out of,
Swings through that one for
what do you call it?
strike
Suicide Squad. With Margaret Robbie and pretty much the other good actors. Especially John Cena. I mean, John Cena, guys, is a 16-time world champion with Ric Flair.
2-1 pitches in there, and the count is
So for the
even.
most part, it's not too bad to transition. And maybe trying to express on it. I know that Will Smith is thinking about coming back as Deadshot for the new Suicide Squad, but if I had to guess, probably won't be until in the future, maybe like next year or so. Alright guys, we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, no score, Game 2 at Nationals Park. Both teams are going to usually get something neat and something more to take in. Escobar, guys, leads off for the Nationals next. He lined out his first time up. Bassett sets the target. Here's the pitch. And that one, guys, is going to be a fly ball right behind second. Okay, gets there. Makes the catch in time. And that's 1 away. Guys can also check out, don't be afraid, but check out these spooky Five Nights at Freddy's guys Fungo Pops, as they're coming up pretty soon. So for the most part, guys, all I have as myself, guys, as the awesome creator Jack Dawson. I do have a couple of them, but I don't think it's any of those Fungo Pops from Five Nights at Freddy's. But I will say, guys, it is a good franchise, a good gaming series. But I obviously don't think it matches some of the hype between big games that we have, or anybody else in the United States or out of the country has. But I know some of you guys try to collect as good as you can by having Fungo Pops, like Five Nights at Freddy's, Star Wars, you know, anything to pretty much collect and pretty much have more to advise and dictate. It's not too bad. Well, guys, that is 2 outs, by the way. That was a ground ball to first. Alonso gets it. So you guys can check out the Five Nights at Freddy's Fungo Pops. They're coming out very shortly and pretty much very soon. Here comes Juan Soto, guys, the best batter that he is. He is 0 for 1. Bassett looking to trick him. That's going to be a strike.
Over 80% of his first pitches
Juan Soto, guys, is coming out of the Dominican Republic.
A really good day out there on the mound.
On the 1 strike, Bassett sets the target.
This one grounded
and solid work for the Nationals, 2 guys. Ground ball to Sawyer, picks it up, throws to Alonso, and that's the end of the inning.
And we are still
so after 4 consecutive innings, guys, the first 4, Game 2 at Nationals Park, we're going to top of the 5th inning, no score.
Back here at the ballpark,
let's see if the Mets can pretty much put up a setup and see what they can do. First up, guys, for the Mets will be Jeff McNeil. He is 0 for 1. I got back to IGN News today. I mean, from the awesome creator. And pretty much the most popular name in Titanic. Now, here's the thing, guys. Think of it as a first-person Stardew Valley. Expect, what you guys, what most of us can really expect, you can eat all the villages. As Bloody Hell Hotel, guys, is a first-person horror game. It's also a Stardew Valley-like management sim. I think I mentioned some of it to you guys this week, involving Bloody Hell Hotel. I will say it's kind of like Hotel Transylvania, kind of like any of the scary emulators. Pretty much anything else to transition and take in. And the first base umpire, guys, signals as a base hit. So the Mets get a base hit. And that's the second hit of the game so far. And game 2 of Nationals Park. Well, guys, better on at first, nobody out. Here comes Mark Conha. He is 0 for 1. How about sets the target? The one on at first, guys, cannot steal. Even though he does have a speed of 49 and steal of 15. Morning, Pablo. How you doing, sir? Making a love shout out. Welcome back. So, guys, we'll check out an inside scoop on Bloody Hell Hotel. I've heard it might be a good advertisement for it. But it all depends if anything else is forward or a good astounding beginning. Well, guys, that's going to be foul at home base. 2 strikes in the ball. Mets have a runner on at first with nobody out. Pablo looking for a double play ball on the 1-2. And that's going to be a strikeout. And that's out number 1. Espino is doing a good average job at striking people out. But the Mets don't even seem, they don't, I don't think there's a fear between any other baseball team when it comes to strikeouts or anything on it. Doesn't seem to be an average part of it either. Lindor, guys, is 0 for 1. He still has one ball in hand. And good with Cruz. Alright, guys, how to build your team. You're welcome to check out, guys, how you guys can build your team. Build your team, guys, with this limited time edition. It's guys to check out the Pokemon Go Team Building Time Research Guide. How you guys can build your team with Pokemon, with resources, pretty much with people, with friends. Anybody that can help you out. Like catching Pokemon, to get on gym battles, or anything else you're looking to do. Pokemon Go's been around, guys, since the mid-2010s, exactly. I haven't played much of Pokemon Go, but I know one of my old friends, guys, from the fair. Pretty much any time I run into him, he asked me, he asked me the following comment. And this is what he said, and this is exactly what he said, guys. Pretty much all the time, maybe like normal time. He's like, have you found him yet? I'm like, not yet. So, apparently he wants me to go back to Pokemon Go sometime. I'm like, it all depends if I'm looking to go back to it or not. I'm not sure. But it would be good. It would be good for me. It would be good for you guys. If I were to go back to Pokemon again. Well, guys, Brandon Nemo. He has 0 for 1, and bad news for him. It's going to be a fly out to left field. Makes the catch in time, and the side is retired. But the Mets, guys, do get 1 hit. So that gives the Mets 2 hits. No runs, no errors, guys. Go to bottom of the 5th inning. Game 2 at Nationals Park, no score. Both teams are 3-3 of the season, guys, so it's anybody's ball game, to be honest. We can probably skip that. We can skip the walkthrough of 2-point canvas. Alright, guys, back to the news. Guys can check out where you guys can build the pain. Build the pain, guys. For your foes and bring the pain to them. Where you guys can make or will make a well test towards your rating skills. I can think of a couple good games. I mean, couple average, but pretty much games that are like say Warframe, I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure about the other games, but let me double check this one article, guys. It's from Jared Green. And that's the first out of the inning after a ground ball to first. But the game itself, guys, is it's actually the first one preview, guys, called Meet Your Maker. Here comes Yasel Hernandez, guys. He's 0 for 1. He has a ground out his first time up. Catcher sets the target. Here comes the set. That's 1 ball and no strikes. Hernandez, guys, is coming out of Cuba. Not that, I mean, a good of a country. Sets the target. 2 balls and no strikes. Both pitches on the mound, guys, between the Mets and the Nationals. No one has walked anybody, so that's a good thing so far. On the 2 balls, Bissett, we're going to strike something on Hernandez. And that's going to be a line drive to left field. And doesn't matter. That's going to be out number 2 of the inning. Nice catch by number 9 defensively. I mean, I kind of felt like it was going to be a base hit, guys, but the Mets defense pretty much held it off very well. So nice work. Here comes Miguel Franco, guys. He's 0 for 1. I mean, the Nationals thought they had a base hit going, but not really. I mean, it looked like it was going to be a good shot, to be honest. That's going to be a strike and a ball. Goodness, I think he just took the guys, check out, guys, at the hands-on preview of Meet Your Maker. Let's see what you guys can line up, and you must have a good, awesome entertainment, interest, and anything else to work on. Well, guys, this Dragon Ball Z action figure has a set. There's action figure set, guys, for Dragon Ball Z, to be honest, from this week. It features a 11-inch Piranga Denti 7 light-up Dragon Balls, and a stand with NFT reader, and so much more. As this Dragon Ball Z set, guys, is an NFC reader. So you're welcome to check out an info on that. This was 11 hours ago from last night to today. So you're welcome to get an inside scoop on it. And see what you guys really think of it. Well, guys, top of the 6th inning already. Leading off for the Mets is the catcher, James McCann. McCann is 0 for 1 so far.
And a pitch.
And that's going to be a fly ball center field. Raises up, makes the catch in time. And pretty much makes short work. And that's the first out of the inning, guys. 1 out already. Spell in the end, and goes back to the back. Gets to the back, guys, and have much more to, you know, involved. Next batter, guys, back to the top of the lineup. It's Starling Marte, guys. Marte has struck out twice. He's 0 for 2. And pretty much the reason with that, or occupy it. And we have anything else compared or anything sponsored. Well, guys, 2 right-handers for the Nationals that are pitching mode. It's Tanner Rainey and Kyle Finnegan. It's all in the back for it. And pretty much, it's all attention. Here's the pitch. That's going to be strike number 2, guys. Marte is not too happy. The Mets haven't done anything to draw. And it's not in any particular moment. But it's still anybody's game. And that's going to be a strikeout once again for Marte. That would be a hat trick. And the Mets get the 2nd out of the inning. Alright, guys, back to the news. Got some check out on actually 5 days ago from this week. Pretty much almost from last week. Morning, Melody, making a left shout out. How are you? I'm doing good. A little bit tired. But, did I tell you the breaking news, what happened a couple days ago? I think on Friday. I'm not sure if I did or not.
Next offering is in.
But you'll be a little bit shocked, but how you been?
His job is to get on base.
Because Colombia, guys, he's 1 for 2. If he walks, maybe you guys can see available on digital, DVD, and Blu-ray coming up this September. That's going to be a line shot to mid-center. And he makes a nice catch already too, guys. Look at that. Even though the Mets have 2 hits, no runs to show for it. We're going to bottom of the 6th inning, guys. Game to a Nationals Park, no score. Thomas leads off next, Ruiz and Hernandez. So you guys can check out that. That's one of what's 5 days ago. So also, guys, congratulations for Top Gun Maverick later on this morning. Now the big question is, will it have enough speed to pass Black Panther's 700 million count? That's Top Gun Maverick, guys. Overtakes Avengers Infinity War. Avengers Infinity War, guys, on domestic box office this week. I gotta say, guys, Top Gun Maverick is a hell of a good movie. I'm supposed to have the movie coming up this week or next week. But yeah, guys, overall, my love and I watched it. It was pretty good. Pretty much had some sad moments, but overall, it was really good. Well, guys, Bassett, that's going to be a base hit to right field, and the Nationals get their first hit. So the Mets have 2, the Nationals have 1 now. Little base hit to right field, and no one could approach us. So yeah, guys, Top Gun Maverick is almost reaching $1.4 billion soon. So congratulations for Top Gun Maverick for reaching it. Alright, guys, here comes Kelvin Ruiz. He's 0 for 1. That's 1 ball and no strike. Ruiz, guys, on his first plate appearance, he struck out in the 3rd inning. Right on at first, nobody out. And everybody knows what Bassett's thinking, guys. Hopefully a double play ball. But apparently, guys, the base runner at first, it's started. He can try to steal second.
If he doesn't love it, he's not
going to see the Mets, Madison trying to get instruction. 1-1 count, Bassett sets the target. And he will steal second. He will steal second base. Thomas gets his first one. Thomas not bad of a stealer. But it's like if someone's looking to steal second, you got to be ready. That's the important thing. Alright, guys, running on the second, nobody out. And that's going to be a strike looking. As long as it's not, don't come looking. And that's on a 2-2. Bassett sets the target. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be caught it out to the foul territory in the left field. Alright, guys, Bassett on another 2-2. Sets the target. And that's going to be a full count of 3-2. The most important thing, guys, you guys do not want to do is walk him. On 3-2%, we're going to pay Ruiz. that's going to be a fly ball to right field. Fly ball left field, guys, makes the catch. And the runner with the second will go to third without a throw. So that's the first out of the inning. First out of the inning, not being out of bounds or exquisite on it.
Digging in for the Nationals.
All right, guys, here comes Cesar Hernandez. Last batter in the box. He's off for one. Nationals have an opportunity to get the first one of the inning. Game 2 at Nationals Park. Especially if something else goes wrong. But I know Percent needs outs, hopefully.
Next offering is down low.
So once again, guys, congratulations to Top Gun Maverick. Maybe it could be enough for it to surpass, what do you call it? To surpass, one movie. If Tom Maverick can do it. I mean, Top Gun Maverick can do it, but it all depends. I mean, Tom Cruise is 60, I come at 62, so. Well, I mean, if that's the case, there could be a Top Gun 3, but we have no clue. But it all depends what Tom Cruise wants to do, what the crew wants to do. It'll be exciting to see what comes into play. But like guys, today, and top stories on a Sunday morning today, the Sandman sends Khalid's story, and it's also a huge deal today. A huge deal coming out of it. But after the episode, the first season of Sandman. Did not see it. I mean, I did not see the first season, but I thought it was good. It was a good first season on it. Swing and a miss, guys. That's what the set needed. And second out of the inning. But the runner at third will hold on. The set, that's a nice job by striking the batter out. That's Cesar Hernandez. Nice work by Chris Brissett, guys. He's on the mound for the Mets today. When I on the third with 2 outs, guys, here comes Escobar. He's 0 for 2. And that's going to be, I think that's going to be gone. That's going to be the left field, guys, and that is gone. A 2-run homer by Aroldis Escobar. 382 feet, 100.4 velocity. And the Nationals finally get a run in. It's 2-0. The Mets themselves, guys, have to be ashamed already. Looks like they can almost be blamed for it. But oh my goodness, guys. A 2-run homer by Escobar, and it's 2-0. Nice job by Escobar. Alright guys, let me see if there's any more news on a Sunday morning. Like I said, we don't usually get a whole lot. Maybe nothing serious, maybe nothing major. So guys, it's 2-0 Nationals with 2 outs. Here comes Josh Bell. So has to be a little bit fatigued. Depends if he can still hold on or not. At least try to stretch a little more forward. Let's consider ourselves news. Like I said, we don't usually have a lot of news when it comes to mornings, but usually when it comes to Monday through Fridays. At least. Like I guess that's going to be to left field, and nobody will get it, and that's the first strike. Josh Bell in his last 5 games, guys, he had 7 runs scored. Sets the target. That's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike. He's going to occupy a sinker on 2 balls and 1 strike. Brissett sets the target. That's going to be foul on a sinker. The Simon's on a 2-2 for Brissett. We're going to get, and it'll be a base hit past first base. And Josh Bell gets a double. It's a double to right field.
Back-to-back base hits.
And nice job by Josh Bell, guys. Third double by Josh Bell. This is game 2 at Nationals Park. You know, Brissett lets that one go. And the Mets have something going. I mean, the Nationals have something going right now. I mean, at least in any particular way. Now the Mets manager wants Brissett to walk him. So the Mets defense can probably go after any base they want. Pretty much in any spectacular order. It was in any particular moment. So it's first and second, guys, for the Nationals. 2 outs. Here comes Nelson Cruz. He is 0 for 2 so far.
First and second, 2 down.
Well, like I said, guys, the plan for today, I don't. If I had to guess, if I'm doubling a double, if I do a double chat tonight, and skip the banquet, which I know my opponent does not want me to, you guys could get a hot sauce scarf. But if I don't, I might be with my opponent for a couple hours tonight. Even though we haven't had any time together yesterday, she had no clue what time she was coming back from grocery shopping or anything else to compare. But I mean, she's hoping I can come to this banquet, you know. But there's one thing that's more exciting, guys, from yesterday. Since my opponent had to work till 4:30 yesterday, Sister Taylor and I, and our tier squad, as defending champions, we won our 11th title because they closed this year. So that was exciting. I'm like, I need to do something that can make me a little more happy. And that's going to be a fireball to center. Races up on the defensive side of things, and he makes the catch. 1 out of the inning, guys. Mets haven't gotten anything going yet. All I gotta say is, if you're trailing by a couple runs, or like more than that, you pretty much need to get yourselves back in, at least. J.D. Davis, guys, has struck out twice. He's 0 for 2. It is 2-0 Nationals. Davis, we're gonna make short work of it. And that's gonna be a ball and no strike. Trying to get something going to wake up, and as long as it smiles brighter than the sun instead of the moon. Pablo sets the target. That's going to be a line shot to center, and he makes the catch too. Holy cow. Look at that, guys. Out number 2 already. The Mets still seem to get a breather. After, we're almost at the bottom of the 7th inning already.
1 for 2.
Now, let's see if Jeff McNeil can put up something together. All you gotta do, guys, between outs or bad results or bad calls, all you gotta do is set it and forget it. Well, guys, 2 outs against Jeff McNeil. He's 1 for 2. He knows that the Mets are down 2-0 against his Nationals team. Well, guys, right now, Royals 3, Guardians 2. Astros taking on the Angels. Getting started in the first inning. Alright, guys, Nationals up 2-0. Brewers beat the Cubs 8-1 in Chicago.
And the 1-0.
On the 1 ball. And that's going to be to right field this time. And finally, as 100% question, guys, thank God the Mets have something. And that's going to be a double for Jeff McNeil. The New York Mets, guys, they need to do a lot of that. At least. Even though any team is trailed by 2, the team needs to get back in the Mets. So, Jeff McNeil, guys, drives in a double. And that was a double to deep right field. Now, Jeff McNeil is a good batter, too. Can't fantasize enough about any other. But much more for National. Here comes the Nationals Manza. And that's going to be it for Espino. Espino had some good... He pretty much had some good plays on the mound. But now he gets to get out of the game. And making sure everything's good to go. But nice work by Espino. Alright, guys, making his 4th game appearance. Pitching next for the Nationals right now is number 58, guys, Carl Edwards. He also has a 3.38 Orion Davids, and he has 3 strikeouts. Alright, guys, for the Mets. Runner on the 2nd, 2 outs. That's Mark Conha. He'll be meet and greet Carl. And that's going to be a ball, no strike in hand. If any of you guys in the line chat is one awesome community, one awesome group, want a shout out, let me know. I am going to be monetized very soon, probably within the next couple of days this week. As soon as I get the job searching by tomorrow, and having much more to entertain, and always get straight out and much more prepared. So guys, the Mets running on at 2nd, 2 outs, works on 2 balls from Carl. That's the target. And bad news for the Mets. That's going to be a fly out to left field. And he makes the catch in time, and the Mets get put away 1-2-3. The Mets need to get some scoring going, at least. But the Mets did win the first one, guys, and Nationals Park, or the Nationals 4-1. We go to bottom of the 7th inning, guys, 2-0 Nationals. Game 2 at Nationals Park. Alright, guys, leading off for the Nationals will be Nadio Hernandez. Hernandez has lined out, and he's ground out his first 2 at-bats. I mean, at least for the moment. Bassett sets the target, guys. Here's the
There's
pitch.
the strike. Well, he's
And
back out there
takes
to
him out
begin
on
the
the sinker.
seventh. That surprised you at all, Chris?
That's going to be a strike called for
It
it.
was a little rough 6th inning
On the one
there,
strike,
but his
Bassett
skipper's got
sets
a
the
lot of
target.
confidence in him, but
So yeah, I don't see
trust
why
me,
not.
they will keep a close eye on
So if
how
my
he does
opponent
in
wants
this
me to
one.
go to this one banquet, I mean, what that would really mean is you guys will not see me back live streaming until next live stream will probably be tomorrow morning. Which I'm hoping to get an episode of Skywalker. But you see, guys, Skywalker has not had a new episode for the last, pretty much the last couple weeks. The same with baseball, too.
On the ground, right
It's going to be a ground ball from second. McKinnon is there.
Gets
it to Alonso at first, and that's the first out of the inning. So, it all depends. I mean, you guys still have Skywalker in the morning, like tomorrow. And then, as far as work goes, I'm going to be trying my best by not quitting, not giving up, until I get one to provide my love and I, and also getting married, getting marriage spots going, arrangements going, physical engagement stuff going. I mean, I still got plenty in the bag for now, but my last check is coming up, I think, after this week. Going into next week, so. But we'll see what happens. It all depends, and see how everything else works out in between. Well, guys, Bassett gives Franco a foul ball, and that's 2 strikes and a ball. Because on the 1-2, Bassett, we're going to make solid work of Franco. And here's the pitch. Same shot, same time. Stays at 1-2. Bassett sets the target. And here's the pitch to Franco on the 1-2. Foul on a sinker. Because I will have some breakfast after I get through, to go through today for this morning, guys, for baseball. And then, baseball is every Saturday and Sundays.
To third,
and that's going to be a ground ball to third. J.D. Davis is there. Goes to Alonso again at first. Alonso does a nice job, guys, as a first baseman to get the ground outs when he sees them. And that's the second out of the inning, guys, at the bottom of the 7th. Nationals hold on to a 2-0 lead in Game 2 at Nationals Park. Alright, guys, here comes Lance Thomas. He's a pretty good stealer. He's 1 for 2 coming up. But that's still on the mound. He will throw to Thomas, and that's going to be the end of the inning. And that's going to be a fly out to center. And he makes the catch. And there goes 7 innings, guys. We go to top of the 8th inning. Game 2 at Nationals Park, and it's 2-0 Washington. Now it's time for the Mets to start wrapping up some stuff at this point. I mean, if you're managing a team that's trailing by 2 runs or 3 runs, you really need to get something straightened out quick. I mean, at least in a serious point, we'll get something stretched out. Lindor's leading off, guys, for the Mets. He's all for 2. He'll be facing Carl Edwards Jr. Now in Game 2 at Nationals Park today, guys, the attendance is 35,290. So that's more than transpired. Now the manager for the Mets, guys, knows that the Nationals are up 2-0. He wants the players up for the Mets to get some stuff going. And not when it comes to balls like that.
The 1-2.
So the Mets really need to get something going. I mean, usually all you got to do is set it and forget it. So playing your own game, having your own base hits, having your own runs, and doing anything that is more to catch up with things. And at the very moment, but the Mets still seem to find it, even though the Mets only have 3 hits. Having a double, actually 2 doubles and a single. Against Brandon Nimmo, guys, he's 0 for 2. He's having an alright season, with 2 flyouts. Any team is looking to bounce right back in it. And that's going to be a strike and a ball. Tuesday's up 8-0, guys, hosting the Rangers in Toronto. Not much to stratosphere anyway, and that's 2 strikes and 1 ball on the corner. I don't think any player is going to be frustrated for not hitting at the bottom.
The 1-2.
But only in the strike zone. And that's going to be a foul to left and a 2-seamer. 2 strikes and 1 ball. Exit velocity, guys, for 75 miles per hour. And that's going to be a strikeout for him, too. The Mets already had enough, and apparently they cannot get the hits that they want. Trying to maybe get a strikeout, trying not to get a strikeout, but trying to get themselves back in position. When James McCann guys has a home run, he's a catcher.
Here is James McKinnon.
I mean, any team knows what they have to do. But right now, guys, James McCann, he is 0 for 2 so far. Has a fly out and a pop out. Pretty much in a mystery hand, but not even a tease on it. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strike. But the most important thing, guys, is you guys do not want to walk him. But get some good hits moving and start working some stuff out. And that's 3 balls and no strike by Edwards to McCann. Sorry, Martinez is on deck. Depending whatever happens with McCann. At the very least. So, since the bank was tonight, guys, if I don't stream on that, you guys will see me back here. You guys will see me back here tomorrow morning, the Skywalker. But if I don't do the banquet, you guys will have hot sauce golf tonight. But if not, hot sauce golf and baseball will be back next weekend. To see what kind of stuff we can strain out. And that's going to be a strikeout, and that's going to be the end of authority. McCann was about to get walked, but the only damn thing, guys, that the Mets can only do is 3 hits. As we go to bottom of the 8th inning, guys, game 2 at Nationals Park, it's 2-0 Nationals. Kelvin Ruiz, guys, will be leading off for the Nationals. He's 0 for 2. But the Mets cannot seem to get anything going. I mean, ever since they beat the Nationals in game 1 couple short weeks, for the weekends, and that final score was 4-1. Well, the Mets had 2 players getting themselves a home run with 2 RBIs. And that's a good catch by Mark Conha. That was a fly out to left field. And that's the first out of the inning. So, I don't see what's going on with any other team. You know, trying to get plenty of base hits, get plenty of runs, and get plenty of stealing. Now, Cesar Hernandez, he's 0 for 2. And nice catch by third base. And apparently, guys, Hernandez was hoping that was going to be a hit past third. But nice line shot. And that's the second out of the inning. As we look at the 6th inning, guys, by him, Escobar got a 2-run homer. It already recently gave the Nationals a good 2-run. Right now, guys, Escobar's 1 for 3. He had a 2-run homer in the 6th inning.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
But I don't see why not, if anything else comes in. Well, guys, on the ball. Sets the target. That's going to be a foul out. Actually, no, guys, it'll be a base hit by Escobar. Escobar's having a good game. Damn, guys, look at that. That's going to be a double for Escobar after giving up a 2-run homer. There we go. So after giving up a 2-run homer, guys, it's a double to right field for the Nationals by Escobar. Isa 28, make a love shout out. Good morning. Good morning, Isa. How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the community and of 348 mods and supporters. Now one, guys, is going to be unreachable. That's a foul to left field. Well, guys, in other scores today, the Rockets beat the Dodgers 2-1. Marlins beat the Giants, as long as it's not the New York Football Giants. But the game, guys, was played in San Francisco. The final score was Marlins 4, Giants 3. Missed my head a little bit. There we go. Yeah, good morning, Isa. How you been? I'm a little bit tired. I'm still looking to transition some good stuff this week. Especially getting myself a new job soon. But it won't be worked out probably tomorrow. Even though I had a couple of phone calls for the last couple of days. Just trying to strain some stuff out and organize as good as we can get it. Okay, ground ball to first. Alonso's there, takes to the bag himself, and the side is retired. Now the Mets really need to get something right now, guys, at least. Right now, guys, at the end of 8 innings, to the top of the 9th, Mets have 3 hits, Nationals 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. In this game 2 at Nationals Park, it's 2-0 Washington. And pitching next, guys, for the Nationals is Mr. number 64, Victor Areno. Reno making his 4th game appearance, guys, has 1 loss. With a 9.00 run average. Now, the Mets really need something to go for. Fine tire for Holiday. Oh, that's good. If I was still working right now, I would have, you know, I would not let anything happen during this week. But, you know,
And that's going to get into the corner. Now he'll turn
a lot
for
of that
second.
does not last forever. But nice work, guys. Nice leadoff double by the Mets.
Oh, just a nice job.
That's what the Mets need to do. Sorry, Marte gets a leadoff double to left field. And Marte is like, I am still around. You know, guys get plenty of base hits, gets a little bit of runs to catch up. And yeah. All you gotta do, guys, is say the tagline. I am still around. Alright, guys, run around at second, nobody out. See if Gallarme can put a testament. That's going to be a strike on a 4-seamer. Gallarme, guys, he pretty much had the very first hit for the Mets earlier. He has 1 for 3, had a double in the first inning. I mean, the thing you guys do not want to do is start bunting. We actually let the pitchers are the only ones that can bunt, or any other batter at least. The others can probably get something going for that. And that's going to be the same spot, guys. Foul to left. That's going to be 2 strikes and no ball. Victor Reno trying to strike Gallarme. Well, he has 1 for 3 so far. And the 2 strikes. And he'll strike him out either way.
Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout.
I mean, the other player would kill less, but all I gotta say, guys, the first batter for the Mets, guys, I mean, just moments ago, already has a leadoff double. Pete Alonso has 2 home runs, guys. He could really use one right now. If we run around the second with 1 out. And that's not going to cut it. But Alonso, guys, is 0 for 3. He has not got anything going but a flyout in the 7th inning so far. Mets still going to run around at second with 1 out. Mets really need to get some runs right now. I mean, at least for the most part. Orioles went 3-2, guys, over the Rays in Tampa. I mean, we always do plenty of other scores to see how the other teams did. Blue Jays are up 8-0. It's like they have the game in control. 2 balls and a strike. Reno sets the target. And yeah, like I said, guys, balls like that's not going to cut it. It's not going to work as anything else that's been brought to the attention. That's definitely not going to work. I mean, if you're on the mound and looking to swing something, you got. And that's going to be a strikeout, and the Mets knew what they had to do, but they cannot. But they don't seem to get something going. I mean, it's kind of like some of their power is not. It's not coming in. And obviously, guys, it's not. At least. David Davis is 0 for 3, guys. He has 3 strikeouts. I mean, any team's looking to wants back in. So, like I said, guys, if you're down a couple runs, you really need some scoring and some base hits right now.
Runner at second.
And that's exactly what a baseball team is trying to do. You know, trying to get back in, see what they got to do the next time that they're up. But I will say, guys, something shocking. I was talking with Vivian Designs this week. I talked it over with her last night, and apparently I have a new record, guys, on views. You guys are gonna like this. So basically, I was on 19 bucks on Super Chats. Talked it over with Vivian on Facebook Messenger. Pretty much around after 8:30. And the Mets are down in history, guys. And the Mets lose the trailing part of it. As the Nationals hold on to win 2-0. And the reason why the Nationals won the second game is because no other city authority. But a 2-1, however, by Escobar. So the Mets, guys, are now 3-4. The Nationals still up to 4-3. The Mets have 2 more games, guys. I mean, no team has to be sloppy or go nasty like that. None. But it was all Nationals. So the Mets now, guys, is 3-4. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I mean, the Mets can always come back. For the next several weeks to come, depending how job session goes, guys, for tomorrow. I'm gonna keep you much more involved and pretty much have my point involved too. That's gonna be very shortly and soon. I'm going to separate the others. But yeah, like I said, I was looking at my views, and basically,
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's
I mean, you
the
guys
results
understand
for
how I
Friday.
do
Looking first at the NL East,
Kills of Rice
the
every
Nationals
Thursday and
held the
Fridays.
opposition
Well,
at bay with only
for
4
the most
hits
part,
as they got the best of the
I
visiting
do have a
Mets
new
2-0.
record.
Chris
It's not
Bassett put
13-13.
together a complete game effort and gave up
From
only
what I
2
know,
earned
guys,
runs
in
the
this group
process,
of
but
One Hits
still was
community,
tagged with the loss on the mound.
I am at
The
over
Braves racked up 11
1,500
hits
plus
as a team
views,
as they grabbed
over
the win against the visiting
1,500,
Reds
and that's amazing.
6-4.
You know,
The
it's the
win
highest
was
I've
their
ever had
7th
from
in a
you
row.
guys. And
The
they're
A's
awesome.
put together 10 total hits
Giving
as they
me
got the
likes,
best of the
support,
Phillies at
comments,
Citizens Bank
views,
Park
support,
4-3.
and plenty of
The
popularity.
Marlins got
And
the
it's
win
never
over the
been more
Giants
than
in San
anything
Francisco,
else.
4-3.
I mean,
The Brewers
more
hit 3
excitement,
long
more
balls as they bested the Cubbies at
directed,
Wrigley Field 8-1.
more to
Trent Grisham had a
pretty
home
much
run
satisfy
and 3
yourself,
RBIs
do
as the
anything you
Padres
want to
bested
do.
the
You know,
Diamondbacks
as long as you
5-4.
have awesome content,
Charlie Blackmon grabbed 3 base knocks
more
as
popular you can
Colorado got the
be,
best of the Dodgers
more
2-1.
stratosphere you can be,
The Toronto Blue Jays
by
pitched
meeting new
well,
friends and
allowing
creators
only
one
3
by one.
hits as they got the win in a
And that's
laugher
why I'm
against the
hoping to get
Rangers
something big by
8-0.
tomorrow. So,
The
almost at the end
Orioles
of the
relief
weekend
pitcher,
today,
number
and
49, earned his
so
first
everything's
career
under
big
control.
league win on the mound, helping lead
Pretty
the
much
Orioles to
good
victory over Tampa
self-esteem.
Bay 3-2.
Alright guys, since the Mets
The
lost
Tigers
2 to
only
nothing,
allowed 2 hits in the game
we have
as
2
they
more
took
games
down
with the
Red Sox in
Nationals
front
and
of a
then a
home
day off, I
crowd
believe.
3-1. The
So the
Cleveland
Mets are now
Guardians
3-4.
beat the Royals in
Nationals
Kauffman
4-3.
Stadium 6-3.
So alright guys,
The
for other
Angels
scores
got
today,
12
we've got
hits
the
in this
Tigers
one as
beat
they
the
got
White
the home
Sox.
victory
I'm always a
against the
Tigers fan.
Astros,
As the
7-6.
Tigers win by 2
And
runs,
that's what's
guys,
happening
with
around
10
the
hits, 2
baseball world
errors, 2
heading
hits, and
into
no errors.
today.
Final score was
Join us again
3-1.
tomorrow for the latest
So
from
the
around Major
Tigers
League
even things
Baseball.
up with the White Sox, giving the White Sox, Chicago guys, the second loss of the season. But the Tigers are now 5-3. They're pretty much off to a good start. The White Sox, after an upset, dropped to 5-2. It's so early in the season. So we're gonna start out, guys, with the away team, pretty much on the road team than the home team. So we start off with the White Sox. They're 5-2. They're pretty much a good team in real life. I'm not sure what their record is, but they're doing pretty good baseball with other major teams. So, like guys, Garcia had a double, Vaughn had a double, Anderson had a double play. And for the Tigers that are now 5-3, off to a good start today in the first 8 games. Reyes had a double, guys. Anderson Scope had a solo homer. Meadows had an RBI and a sacrifice fly. 2 sacrifices, guys, between Castro. Miguel Cabrera had a double play. Reyes and Castro had an error. Meadows had a nice stolen base, along with Robbie Grossman, guys, having a caught stealing. So Pena, guys, was on the mound for the Tigers, giving them pretty much a good average 5-3 start. Pretty much any good particular order. So Pena, guys, who have a second win, gave up 2 hits, 6 strikeouts, and a walk with a 3.46 around average. While the Tigers had Southland, guys, recently had a second save. Matt Kopech, guys, was on the mound for the White Sox. Only pitched for 5 innings today. Check it out. 8 hits, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, 2 runs earned. And now Kopech, guys, now has an earned average of 142. Ruiz 122. He got 2 hits and 1 run earned. And then Quick Guns took over with 3 strikeouts with a 284. Alright guys, Brewers make short work as they took out the trash over the Cubs. Let's go with 8-1. Brewers had 8 for 8, guys, so that's outstanding. But the Cubs only had 3 hits. So the Brewers, guys, get their third win, as the Brewers don't feel the need for speed from Top Gun, but the Brewers are now 3-5. Taking out the Cubs, finding themselves at 3-4. So for the Brewers, find themselves in below average, but doing okay baseball, doing good stuff on the mound, offense, defense, having the base runners, getting the hits that you really need, and pretty much anything else going more forward and motivating. So the Brewers Renfroe had a double. Lorenzo Cain had a home run with 3 RBIs, same with Narvaez. Vaughn, guys, had a home run and 2 runs driven in. Chris Young had a stolen base. But here's the thing, guys. The Cubs are now 3-4. Only managed to get 1 run and 3 hits. So, the only RBI, guys, is Jonathan Villa. He also had a stolen base with Harena. Concealing his Wisdom and Kurt Suzuki. So, Lauer got the win, guys, for the Brewers on the mound. He is now 1-1 as a starting pitcher. So, right now, guys, Lauer pitched for 7 and 2 innings. Not too bad. He had 3 hits, 8 strikeouts given up, 4 hits, and 1 run earned, with a triple 5.55 earned average. Larry Hendricks has his first loss on the mound for the Cubs after giving up 5 runs earned, 4 runs for strikeouts, 3 walks, with a 4.84 earned average. And then Mckinnon took over with 3 in 1 inning. Then Givens only had 0-2. Well, guys, the Athletics won a close one over the Fighting Phils, 4-3. Both teams had 10 hits and 1 error each. So the Phillies are still having a below-average season. They find themselves 1-5. 1-5 at its finest. So, but the Athletics guys are now 4-4. They are 4-4 exactly, playing nice baseball for themselves. But the Phillies are now 1-5, pretty much in a particular being and also a major send-out team. Well, guys, for the Athletics, Vaughan had a double. Jed Lowry had an RBI. Moreno had 2. Neus or Nasus had a sacrifice fly with a run. Seymour Piscotti had an error. The Reno guys also today, recently, had a stolen base. And for the Fighting Phillies, guys, after losing to the Athletics by 1, they now find themselves 1-5 on the record books for now. Stroot ran for Camaro and 9th inning. Bowen guys had a home run with 2 runs driven in. Didi Gregorius had an error. Kyle Scorber, Camargo guys, and JT Realmuto guys had a stolen base. Gregorius had a caught stealing. So Aaron Nola, guys, had the loss for the Phillies. Only pitched for 5 innings, while the other 4 had one inning pitched. But Nola, guys, was on the mound for the Fighting Phils. 5 innings of work, 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, 3 runs earned, and 5 walks, with a 3.75 earned average. And for the Athletics, Kolarek had a save. All he had to do was only save it, and pretty much get the win. But Irvin, guys, got the second win for the Athletics on the mound. So Irvin, guys, gave up 6 of 1 inning, 7 hits, 3 walks, and 2 runs earned, with only, guys, a 4.37 earned average. Well, that's pretty good. Yeah, if you're getting it correct or truthful or anything. Alright, guys, the Orioles beat the Rays 3-2 in Tampa. Orioles had 6 hits, 1 error. Rays had 9. So the Orioles are, guys, securing their 5th win of the season. Bulldozing with a handful of butter instead of a handful of popcorn, sending the Rays down to 2-5. So, for the Orioles, guys, having a good season. They're now 5-2. As apparently they had a couple of people run in the 8th and 9th. But as you guys can see, as it goes on the estimate and who did who. As you guys can see, Hayes ran in the 8th inning for Mckinnon. Urias took over in the 9th inning over Ferreira. But it was Ferreira or Vihira. But apparently, guys, Hayes had a double and a triple. Same with Mato. Ruffin Adore had a home run. Mountcastle had a sacrifice fly. Was it pretty much more suitable towards what kind of stuff he was doing to make his team more better and strong? Mato, guys, had an error. Now for the 2-5 Rays, guys, with that loss in hand. Diaz pretty much ran for walls. My fifth row is Pinky Gray. How you doing? Make a love shout out. How are you? Pretty soon I'm very short notice, guys, for this week. I'm gonna be getting monetized very soon. So We'll be accepting a super test on PC and see how everything else works out. But how you doing, my Fifth Rose? I miss you. How you been? Alright, guys. Ramirez had a triple. Mazia and Kilmeyer had an RBI. Ramirez had a sacrifice fly. So, last one, guys, was on the mound for the Rays. Zimmerman on the mound for the Orioles. So Thompson took the loss. But here's the thing, guys. Vamusan only pitched for 6 innings, gave up 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, guys, 2 walks, and 2 runs earned. But now his over on Davis is 128. Thompson, with that loss, gave up a hit, a run, walk, and a strikeout. But they did get the third save, guys, to send the Orioles to 5-2, while Batista got the win. Only gave up only 2 hits. Well, that's not too bad, not too have yourself feel guilty or anything. Alright, guys, the Rockies beat the Dodgers 2-1. Rockies had 9 hits. Dodgers had 8 hits. So the Dodgers are falling apart a little bit. So now the Rockies are now 3-4 with that 1-run victory. Alright, guys, for the 5-3 Dodgers, as you guys can see right now, Mookie Betts and Taylor, guys, had a double. RBI scored by Smith. So, like I said, the Dodgers only had 1 run. So, it's not like any other team that could really stand up more and do something that has a better performance with hitting, running, and also scoring. And pretty much get your outs the same way. Blues, guys, had a double play. Max Muncy, for the most part, had a stolen base. For the 3-4 Rockets, guys, with that win, finds themselves up to 3-4. Sending the Dodgers to 5-3. Daza and McMahon, guys, had a double. And Blackman only had all 2 runs. 2 runs, guys, with 2 home runs with 2 RBIs. So he had a good game. Seems like Kwon, guys, had caught stealing. I guess Brasil was on the mound for the Dodgers. Senzelta for the Rockies. So Senzelta, guys, had 6 hits. Actually pitched for 8 innings. Gave up 6 hits, guys. 6 strikeouts and 4 walks. McCollum is now 1-1 of the season, taking over Senzino or Senzella. So congratulations to him. Brasil, guys, for the Dodgers, decided not to take the loss on the mound and gave the ball to the manager. So he only pitched, guys, for 7 innings, gave up 8 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 1 run earned. So right now, guys, Brasil still has a pretty good around average. Right now, his ERA is 1.38. Well, Canberra took the loss for Brasil. The Marlins, guys, as I said earlier today, beat the Giants 4-3. 9 hits for the Marlins and 8 for the Giants. So the Marlins are also 5-3. Cannot outsmart anything else, as they drive the Giants to 4-4. Both of these teams had a good game. Remember, guys, you win some, you lose some. But you live, and let's fight another day. And try to get the better of any other team, be back stronger than ever. And get back to where you're at the same way at the same time. Alright, guys, for the Marlins. 5-3, not too savvy. Anderson had 2 doubles, same with Chris Home. Soler had a solo home run, guys, same with Garcia. Anderson had 2 RBIs. Rojas had a hit by Pitts thrown at him. For the 4-4 Giants, guys, Crawford ran for La Stella, and then Estrada ran for Estella in the 9th. But Crawford batted for La Stella at this point. But Giants fell short by 1. Peterson had a double. Slater and Ruff had a solo home run. Stamps get a hit by Pitts with Ruff. Peterson sacrifice fly. Slater sacrifice. Stolen base by Crawford. And Slater had a caught stealing possession. So what was on the mound, guys, for the Giants, according to the plan? OFW, good morning. Make a lot of shout out. How are you? Good to see you, sir. Welcome back to the community. And have 348 mods and supporters. Good to see you, buddy. So now, guys, Wood is now 0-2 in his first 2 starts. He pitched for 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 strikeouts, 4 runs earned, and 2 walks, with a 7.71 around average. But Floro, guys, for the Marlins, get their 5th win of the season, did so well. With an official record right now for the weekends, 5-3. So now, guys, the Rosas got the win. Floro got the 3rd save, giving up 1 hit, a run, and a walk. But Rosas got the best of it. 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, 2 runs earned, and 7 hits to occupy. So nice work between both teams. Only by 1 run side. Alright, guys, the Blue Jays beat the chaotic build-up over the Rangers today, 8-0. So the Blue Jays had 9 hits, Rangers 3 hits and 1 error. So the Blue Jays now have their 4th win as they climb up to 4-3. 4-3, guys, for the Blue Jays. Rangers do not draw a lot of blood, but they are now stopping right up where they're at. So the Rangers could not get much of anything. The only results for them is only Garcia hit by Pitts and Calhoun with a double play. Solik, guys, had an error. Seager had a stolen base. But it was all Blue Jays, guys, having a nice 4-3 record, having only 8 runs in the game. So, Big Ol' guys had a home run. Hernandez had a grand slam, if I'm right, with 5 RBIs. So he had an awesome game with this game with the Blue Jays. Hernandez had a hit by Pitts, guys. Guerrero Jr. had a sacrifice. So Gray was on the mound for the Rangers. Get his first loss of the starting position as a pitcher. So he was having a hard time trying to get the strikeouts, trying to give up a lot of walks. But Gray today, guys, only pitched for only 1 and 2 innings. He did not do a hell of a job for him and the Rangers. Gave up 8 hits, guys. Check this out. Here's the thing. 8 hits, 8 runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts for 7.44 around average. But Manoah, guys, had an excellent game. Gave up, pretty much in good normal fashion, pretty much to the Cassidy and notation. So Manoah, guys, gave up 3 hits, a walk, and 4 strikeouts with a 1.12 around average. So nice way to pile up the victory and send it in. Well, guys, the Braves beat the Reds 6-4 by only 2 short runs, so that was a good game between both. Braves had 11 hits, guys. Reds 6 hits and 1 error. Now, the nickname for the Reds, guys, for the most part, is Red Machine. So the Brewers are now 7-1, guys, for the first time in baseball right now, shattering the Reds' dreams as the Reds find themselves down to 3-5 of the season. So the Brewers have been doing a terrific job. So even though the Mets gave them a run for their money, and today there is no backlash for it. So I'm going to restart my phone for a minute. So I already have a game on that is still running and active. All right, guys. Since the Reds are now 3-5 of the season for baseball every weekend, let's run them all down for you. As you guys can see, Lopez ran for 2 in the 9th inning. But good news for the Reds, though, before they lost. Severson and Farmer had a double. Senzo had a home run. Severson had 2 runs driven in. India, guys, had a double play with an error. Lopez had a stolen base. And the Braves, with their awesome 7-1 win-loss record, doing a pretty good job right now. Win some or lose some. Something we'll give at the end. Well, guys, for the Braves, Gosselin had a double with Austin. Swanson had a home run and 3 RBIs driven in. Had a pretty good opportunity. So, Ganoa, guys, was on the mound for the Braves, as they are now have an awesome record of 7-1, driven in the Reds to 3-5. Mentor had a 4th save. Gave up only 2 hits and 2 strikeouts today, so cannot solve anything better or anything else. Ganoa, guys, only pitched for 7 innings. He is now 2-0 as a starter for Atlanta. Gave up 2 hits, guys, 8 strikeouts, a walk, and a run earned. Not too bad. Well, guys, the Cleveland Indians. Not the Indians, but the Guardians, as they make a half of 6 runs taken care of, as they beat the Royals, guys, in KC 6-3. 7 hits, no errors, 6 hits, and no errors. So the actually no. The Cleveland Guardians are now 3-4. The Royals find themselves down to 1-6. So the Guardians had a good game. Pretty much not let the other team get the best of them, get the best of the other. And yeah. You guys cannot have anything else in between. But for the 3-4 Guardians right now, coming out of Cleveland on the road, and pretty much at their hometown stadium. So I know, guys, for the Guardians, Swallow had a double, Reyes had a home run with 4 RBIs, so that really turned them on. Naylor had a home run, the same way. Ramirez had not just an RBI, but also a hit by Pitts, a sacrifice fly, and Henson's fly. All of a sudden, Henson's got trying to get some bases moving, but apparently he got grounded to a double play, not once but twice on it. Swell guys had a stolen base with Naylor to get the nice victory. For the Royals guys, throwing down to 1-6 with one run, with 1-1, with one game won, guys, and 6 losses. Still a young season. Winston had a triple. Isbell guys had a home run and 3 runs driven in. Santana had caught stealing. So Kelly guys was on the mound for the Royals. He gives up his second loss of the season for the Royals on the mound. But the innings he only pitched was only 4 and 1 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs earned, 5 walks and 2 strikeouts. But now guys, his earned run average is 506. Morning, my girl Cookie. It's a good thing you're still around for us. Well, one huge community, guys, out of 348 mods, not 347, and also a lot of our supporters. That's why Zach Dawson is an awesome popular name from 1912 to always 2022. It always is. So, Adam Seville, guys, got the win for the Guardians to lead his team to 3-4. The final score, guys, is 6-3. So, Clay's got his first save with 2 strikeouts, not too savvy. Seville, guys, 5 innings of work, 6 hits, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, 3 runs earned. For 192 around average. Morning, Vivian. How you doing? Make a left shout out. Alright, guys, the Padres get themselves a win. Defeating the D-backs 5-4 in Arizona. Padres had 7 hits and 1 error. D-backs 8 hits. I'm guessing you want me to update you right now, right, Vivian? I mean, that would just be pretty much a guess, maybe like something standard.
Sent from Pinky Partying Face.
Ivy Liquid, thank you so much. Still connected, thank you, sir. That's why we're one awesome group and one awesome community. I might extend Google Play maybe later on today, but my partner was asking me if I'm going to this one banquet tonight. Instead of me doing the chat, I'm like, there's a big maybe if I can still do a hell of a pickup, but it all depends. If anything goes in plan. But you see, guys, my plan was going to have me come over last night. So I had no clue what time she was going to be back. But, so I think for the most part, guys, so far, it's been 11 days, 3 days before 2 weeks since we haven't had any future romantic time together, getting married, having a future engagement. And I did not go to the last day of the fair, guys, this past Thursday. It was something I had to let go, so much more to occupy, much more to transition, and especially when it comes to really good job searching. Well, alright, guys, both teams are now headlined 4-4, both the Padres and the D-backs. The Diamondbacks are a former unbeaten. And yes, guys, that is correct. The important thing between both teams. Average, below average, greatness, awesomeness. Well, guys, for the Padres, Eric Hosmer had a home run with 2 RBIs. Gresham had 3 RBIs in his home run outing. Alfaro, guys, had a hit by Pitts, same with an error. Former unbeaten, guys, D-backs 4-4 after that loss with the Padres already. More to transition. Guy Ponto, thank you so much. Star Tower is a sweetheart. She's a good creator. Same with Gangsman, too. So that's always something to think about in transition. know it's a good way to express it. Alright, guys, for the D-backs, Beal had a double and 2 RBIs. Hager had a double. Marte had a hit by Pitts. So Matt Clevenger, guys, was on the mound for the Padres. Kelly for the D-backs. So, Kelly only gave up 6 innings of work. 3 hits, 3 runs earned, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. With an earned average, guys, of 437. But Smith took the loss with 2 hits and 2 runs earned. Matt Clevenger was on the mound for the Padres. Rogers had a third lucky save, guys, so congratulations to him. Gore took the win over Matt Clevenger. So Clevenger, guys, had 5 innings of work, 8 hits, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 4 runs earned. But Gore took over with only 1 strikeout. So, it's okay. I mean, it's a good thing that there was 6 pitchers on the mound. You had Clevenger, Gore, Chris Matt, Hill, Palmer, and Rogers for the Padres. But for the D-backs, you have Kelly, Smith, Wendell Kent, and Kennedy. Not too bad. Well, guys, last one for today. The Angels beat the Astros 7-6. Angels had 12 hits and 1 error. Astros 6 hits. So both teams are also trying to have themselves back in the running, as both teams are now 4-4. Both the Astros and the Angels, guys, from Los Angeles. Well, pretty much from Anaheim. So we're going to get that back up and running, get that back under control, and see what needs to be more factored. Give me 1 minute. There we go. So honestly, guys, there were no extra innings between both teams, or between any other team, to be honest and clear. So it hasn't been too bad between both teams and pretty much other regular teams compared, and nothing dangerous, nothing compared to it, or strong suit, or to occupy. So the Astros, guys, by 1 run, with the Angels are now 4-4 each, but the Angels did get the win. Well, guys, for the Astros, Nico Goodrum batted for Berkman at third base. Altuve had a double, guys, with 3 RBIs for Altuve and 2 for Castro. Hit by pitch for Alvarez and grounded to a double play with also. Let's not forget, guys, also with Alvarez. With Diaz, but still on base by Siri and Alvarez. For the winning Angels, guys, this will be the last one we take for the weekend. The cover boy, the cover man, guys, the cover boy, Santi Otani had a double with Wells and Mars. Mike Trout had a home run, still a home run. Stassi had a home run with 2 RBIs with Wells. Mars had an error, and so on and so forth. So Lorenzen, guys, was on the mound for the Angels, Garcia for the Astros. So both teams did very well, but pretty much only by 1 run between both. So Berea took over, or Dozy took over. So Berea, guys, between both pitchers, only between Lorenzen and Berea, guys, for the Angels, and then Garcia and Odozi for the Astros, it's kind of like playing tic-tac-toe. You do 1 half of the inning, pretty much half innings between, 1 through 9 is, wait a minute, I know it's like 1 of 2. You have 4.5 and 4.5, so that's pretty much both. You have 1 pitcher doing 1 inning, those innings, and then you have you have a second pitcher on the mound for you, for your team, to get the strikeouts and keep the team moving and keep that team winning at this point. And then you have the relief pitcher that's doing the saves. Pretty much your best man right off the bat. And that's always the best thing you can hope for. Having good saves, pitching very well. So you look at both teams, both Astros and the Angels. The Lansing guys pitched for 1 and 4 in 1 innings, 5 hits, 6 runs earned. And check this out, guys, 6 hits and 1 strikeout. Not so good around Davids, 1296. Oh, I miss you, Sartala. Thank you so much. Much love for you. I love your girl. You're very sweet. You're very generous. Same with Gangsman Sale. But how you doing so far today? I'm about to wrap things up in just a little bit. As soon as I get breakfast and get a shower going, so. Make sure nothing's wrong and much more too. Get prepared and always get with anything. So, alright, guys, Garcia Oh yeah, Lorenzen, actually Barrera took over. He gave up 1 hit, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts with an impressive 81 earned average. And for Garcia, guys, for the Astros, 4 and 2 innings, gave up 8 hits, 2 strikeouts, 462 earned average. Gave up 5 walks and 5 runs earned. Although he took over, guys, he does get the loss on the mound. Gave up 4 hits, 2 runs earned, and 1 strikeout. Alright, guys, the Mets have 2 games between these two, and then they'll be on the road and pack their bags to take on the Phillies. And then the Mets will be back home hosting the Diamondbacks, hosting the Giants too. So that's gonna be a good whack at it. So, all right, guys, that's gonna be a wrap for me this morning. I pretty much have a toss-up question real quick. If I stream tonight and not do the banquet, my opponent's gonna be a little more upset and uptight. But I mean, if I do, you guys will get hot sauce golf tonight. But if I don't, hot sauce golf and baseball, guys, will be back next Saturday and Sunday. So the next live stream I will do is tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, same time, same channel. If I do go to the banquet, guys, between my love and I did hear something bad happened. So basically, it's pretty much a long story. Apparently, it's one of our best friends coming out of the art studio this week, coming out of the 7 days in 1 week, involving the fair and whatnot. Pretty much something came out of hand, something came out of reach, and pretty much my opponent has to wear a mask between only 10 days till next Sunday. So, actually, usually when it comes to softball practices. So basically, she's still doing that every 2 days, every week. But apparently, guys, she only has to wear a mask because one of her best friends gave my opponent COVID. Pretty much partial to that. So, if you guys want to send your prayers towards my future fiance, and of 348 months, she's already going to be wearing a mask at work every other weekend, at least for now. But I just thought I would bring that up to our attention, guys, and hopefully she can have a speedy recovery, and we can have time together. But she will be at the banquet tonight, around 5 to 8, so the big situation, guys, like I said, real quick, from the awesome creator, Zach Dawson, the most popular name of all time from 1912 to 2022. If I don't stream tonight, I could take on that banquet, but I have to bring some sort of a good dish, though. I mean, good food dish, or just try to hang in. But if I do stream tonight, it will set out the banquet, and my opponent will not be pleased. Trust me. So, if I had to guess what the next stream is, if not tonight, I'll see you guys back here tomorrow morning for Skywalker. And I'm hoping I can get assigned to do pretty much a new job for the next 6 months and see how we can really entertain. If you guys want to catch more MLB 22 every Saturday and Sundays. And no reason to leave the house. You're telling me, Paulo, but... So let me ask, if I don't do the banquet tonight, if I don't go to that food banquet between the awards, between 5 to 8, my opponent's going to be a little more uptight. But I don't think naked ladies are going to be in there. Plenty of food, plenty of drinks. Something I can have more light with. Having water, having anything to get myself going. And when it's the last time I've been to a banquet, I think I've been to one last year. Or it might have been way before COVID-19 got started. So my opponent does have to wear a mask because somebody that I know, number 11 I do know, pretty much gave COVID to her, to my future fiance. So I'm like, I think my opponent's going to be just fine, especially if we're not getting overhooked or pretty much well balanced or pretty much well played. But I don't know. We'll see. So you guys can hit that like button. Baseball is always back. You guys will have baseball. It's still going to be every Saturday and Sundays. Hot Sauce Golf as a backup too for the weekends. So you guys can hit that like button, support, find a comment. Remember, guys, like it's been up and down, but not too bad. Love, support, and respect is the key. Stay positive and, loyal. And now it's just power. When we meet new friends and community members one by one. Anytime we meet friends and creators, guys, we don't lose them, we win them. But all we gotta do it's one huge community, one huge group. Out of 348 mods, by not giving up, never surrendering, guys, as always. All we gotta do is share people out, tweet people out, follow from request on Twitter. If you guys have, it's in every single account on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit, and so much, and so many, and so much more. If you guys have an account on Twitter, my name on Twitter is Zach Dawson, 824-65600. 4 years active, 6 years on YouTube, and 1883 between my love and I. She was going to have me come over until they got back from grocery shopping last night, but I'm like, I'll have a little something for my Subway family, get it to go, weigh a couple times, and decided to have my ass go back to the house for a while. So that was pretty much the end of last night, and as long as nothing else has to be a handful or anything else to inspire or anything on it. So, but like I said, guys, if I do go to the banquet tonight between my love and I, she has to wear a damn mask for now. I mean, at least for a while, to make sure nobody else is committed or have anything prepared. But if I don't see him tonight, you guys will see me back here tomorrow morning for Skywalker until I get my job searching going. That's gonna be tomorrow. Once we get, I'm hoping so we can get some good news, good extra stuff going, and I'll keep you guys posted and infoed, and also my future fiance too. But all you guys gotta do is tell me your first and last name, your numbers, and how long you've been active on Twitter, so we can follow, share, tweet, and so much more to coexist. If you guys want your channel reviewed, I've got Kevin on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Reddit. Kevin's been around, guys, on YouTube for 5 years, 2 years for Tuber Chat in this community that we have, that we created thanks to me, thanks to you guys as mods, and of 348 and supporters. If you guys want more likes, support, comment, views, pretty much more popularity. How you guys get more popularity, more develops, and more of anything you want to do. You guys can run by Kevin first and foremost. And the best days for him is Friday through Mondays. So he's a nice guy, he's awesome, terrific, colorful. Go ahead to express more on him. And he knows how to bring some good stuff to the table, like we do, like Running Egg does, Gangsman does, Miss Grazi does, Sass does. My second and third rows know how to draw plenty of attention to the uphold and brings everything around for sure. Let me guys, my roses are real simple. My top one is my future fiance. Number 2, Hana. Number 3, Rincey. Number 4, Tanita. And number 5 is Pinky Gray. So I'm only allowed 5 roses instead of 6 or 4 at least. I mean, at least for now. Especially if something has to be primarily or something coming out of it. So yeah, not too bad exactly. So you guys can check out Kevin Friday through Mondays if you want your channel to be more developed, have more watch hours, so you can get prepared to see what monetization is going to be like. But right now, guys, on my PC, I'm at 3619. So that's going to be exciting. Going to be wonderful to meet. Have great expectations this week. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Also, guys, Sony's Adventures, Monday through Saturdays. So here's the situation. If I do stream tonight, you guys will have Vodka Golf as a backup for the weekends. But if I don't stream tonight and I get off my pudding for a while, for a couple hours on top of it, I won't be back live streaming until tomorrow. So, but if anything comes up, keep you guys infoed, and you pretty much will already know the situation, and pretty much anything that's more to transition, have the door open, and have anything else to pretty much exist on, and pretty much express. But alright guys, love, support, and respect is the key. Stay positive and loyal, and knowledge is power. Zach Dawson is an awesome, very popular name. Thanks to me, thanks to you guys. You know, they're awesome, loving, caring, and supportive. But the most very important thing, my watch hours, guys, is 3617. One is to be in the 300s this week. What's very Vivian's going to be having most of that waiting for me this week. So that's going to be interesting. Most of that on the table. Me accepting his super chats, and it's going to be great. But the most very important thing is one whole community and one whole group. In front of our mods and supporters. As we watch videos in full, like, support, comment. You guys can send me out, tweet me out on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit. And you guys can welcome the vote, a land at 38, Greatest Showman at 14. So guys, if I don't see you guys tonight, I'll see you guys back here tomorrow morning. Same time, same channel for Skywalker. Or Hot Sauce Golf tonight. It could be either way. But either way, guys, if I don't stream tonight, you guys will see me back here for Skywalker tomorrow morning. And then my job searching will begin before or after. I'll keep you guys posted if I find something out. You guys have a wonderful morning. I'll see you guys either tonight. If not tonight, tomorrow morning for Skywalker. Well, guys, from the awesome creator, be good to one another, be kind, and love one another. 6 years on YouTube, 4 years on Twitter, and 1883 between my love and I. You guys have a good weekend. Remember to stay focused, keep your head up, stay motivated, and stay in control, and always stay in the moment. From the awesome creator. You guys have a wonderful morning, and I will